The river has both an estuarine and freshwater ecology, defining its surrounding vegetation pattern.
During the dry season, because of the slow flow, you have salt water coming from the Atlantic moving towards Kuntaur. So because of this constraint for agricultural production, we cannot rely on pump irrigation for agriculture, because every 100 cubic meters or every cubic meters of fresh water that you pump from the river would attract salt water towards the upper end of the river, that is the eastern part.
Saltwater intrusion affects some peripheral environments, especially in the dry season. Whilst in certain areas, the riverside is dominated by swamps and mangroves. Where the water is fresh, the banks are lined with gallery forests. There is captivating wildlife upriver, where dolphins and crocodiles manifest a strong presence. But they have a more domineering neighbor, the hippo, whose massive size and attributes remain a mystery to many locals. The natural habitat provides sanctuary for a host of insect and bird species that fill the environment with sonic melodies. This has been a fete for bird watchers.
As you know, we have over 560 species of birds, and you can access those birds through the river. You can also do hunting on the river and other sporting products. So in essence, what we're trying to do as part of our strategy to develop our product is to make sure we look at the River Gambia in total and try to develop it for the betterment of tourism in the Gambia.
The River Gambia is joined by numerous creeks called bolons, among them the renowned Bintang Bolong on the south bank, which flows into the river from the south. On the north bank is the legendary Mini Minyang Bolong, across which stands the famous Babili Mansa Bridge. An epic reference to the heroic courage of the Gambian president who built the bridge. The River Gambia is one of Africa's finest waterways that is navigable far inland, even by large vessels. The British, who colonized the Gambia, were said to have centered more attention on the river, both as a resource and means of communication to access the hinterland, where raw materials were being tapped for the home market.
In fact, what attracted Europeans to the Gambia was the River Gambia, to show you how important it is. And the British came to the Gambia because of trade in ivory. Gambia used to have a lot of elephants.
As a result, commercial ports and trading centers were established, especially in major towns of the hinterland, to transport groundnuts and other products. But from the shores of Janjanbureh, the distant horizons of the River Gambia explain an older story, and a more painful one. Before colonization, the Gambia, like the rest of sub-Saharan Africa, went through a dark period of slavery when thousands of locals were transported to Europe and America as slaves. On these very shores are the relics of slave trading posts from where young and able-bodied Africans were shipped to the New World. On the other side of the river is Fort Bullen at Barra Point, built by the British 200 years ago, succeeding James Island Fortress as the main point of defense in the colony. The island is not only a national historical relic, but has become a World Heritage Site.
River Gambia as it stands is underutilized. There are lots of opportunities within the river, like we have over 100 islands within the said river waiting to be discovered, first by local and international investors and developed.
Tourism is one of the Gambia's most important economic sectors and serves as the major source of foreign exchange earning. Along various parts of the riverbank are tourist resorts and camps that host series of visitors mainly from European countries. The holiday makers are always eager for expeditions to explore the sights and sounds of the River Gambia.
Gambia River has some of the most beautiful scenes. For anything ranging from shooting movies and high-class ecotourism centers or safari camps of up to 5-star hotels. If we take advantage of the opportunities that the River Gambia is offering us, we can become a very important tourist destination.
There are lots of opportunities waiting to be discovered, and there are still opportunities for investors, both local and international, to develop and invest in the River Gambia.
Boat cruises can be exciting and leave a lasting impression on the visitors. The amiable river voyages afford the unique opportunity to encounter nature and experience the Gambia differently. Oyster Creek is the center of an area of creeks and waterways which can be visited from Banjul. This area is part of the Tambi wetlands, supplying a typically Gambian delicacy.
Nanin do koni yo hosoni ana fawarta bakel katu wolle na dimbaya ngam fa sutra walla ndi walla ha karambunjo nka soto walla to mfa walla hajo nka soto walla to mfa walla dewo be nka soto nyinela katu ni anyi ni bato ni nata ya tabi ya wafi ye kodo soto ela hajo kala na bata je fananga fato ngala sole janiala wala nana fa warta bakin bulza.
A legion of enthusiastic women embark on the self-employed venture of oyster collection from the creeks, creating a narrow but vibrant market. With sustained domestic demand, oysters are highly prized by local hotels and supermarkets. But a larger percentage